to submit it at the top. Just minor changes to established tier 1 lists, yep. Huh. I mean, I'm not mulliganing this, right? The question is, do I just go library go? Yeah, I'm probably just supposed to go library go, right? So unlucky, won the coin flip. Man, the audio on that test subscription was way off. A 10 out of 10, just go. Just library go. The Library of Alexandria, for those unfamiliar, draw a card if you have exactly 7 cards in your hand. Now, I think turn 1 library is correct. The library is not going to get to draw cards if we go Delver on 1 go. And, like, in this situation, we got Wastelanded, sure, but, like, now I just get to go Delver go, and it's kind of like the turn just started a game, but the game just started a turn behind. Like, my opponent's down a land, and, like, now I went Delver go. Basic Plains. Soul Ring. Let's say no to that one. Bigger. Man, I am really good at playing the card Wandering One. I'm really good at playing the card Wandering One. It's an Eldrazi taxes list. Okay, so this Mental Misstep probably doesn't have that many targets. Is that means. Play this Young Pyromancer out. Yep, looking like an Eldrazi deck. Sure. Trigger. I would not like to reveal Misty Rainforest. No. I would like to Wasteland your Ancient Tomb, though. That sounds great. Since I drew another land. We're down to 14. Ancient Tomb, sure. Can my Delver get a Flipperino here? Maybe do a Lightning Bolt so I can kill this. That would be sweet. Maybe do a Smash to Smithereens. I got a Smash in my main deck here. If we don't flip, I would like to not flip to a Wasteland. Holy balls. Just like... God, that's unreal. We are so bad at playing this Delver card. So bad at playing this Delver card. Well, let's play that out. Pass the turn here, I guess. Gosh, so we're down... If we'd have flipped this on the first turn, we'd be plus 7 points of damage right now. Yep. Nope. You thought not to here? Take my dig through time away. Yep. That's sad. I liked my dig through time. Or 1 off of playing it too. Oh, you know what? Huh. I wonder if I was supposed to offer this trade so I could cast this? No, that's gotta be wrong, right? Like how we're in the tank here, like this is a decision. Do you not want me to be able to flash this in and block this? Yeah, right, like smashing the main deck, it's like main decking Stone Rain. It's like Stone Rain deal you 3. Get that. Get that. Figured it out. Want to block here? I feel like I do. I feel like the Snapcaster Mage is pretty unlikely to have a meaningful impact on this game. Trade with this Revoker. Which means maybe I should have waited on the fetch land. I thought I was going to do this anyways. Now I don't get to shuffle away this next land we're going to have on top of our deck. I'd like a Recall or a Treasure Cruise. It's a pretty good one. Pretty good one. Ding. Yeah, we're gonna play X after we play some Vintage. We'll play Magic for 2.5 hours. There's a schedule of what I do for my streaming below the stream. No block Arenos, opponent. This bolt is heading towards the upstairs here. Tap, tap, concede. Alright, well, after getting exceedingly unlucky on our Delver, we ended up just killing them anyways. So, Mental Misstep's probably pretty terrible in this matchup, right? Spell Pierce too. I don't know that I want all the... Do I want all the Artifact hate? Is this, is there a Eldrazi deck on this list here? Displacer taxes. Alright, how many... I have a good amount of artifacts. My sideboard is not well set up for this matchup in the slightest. I think we're just boarding this in and like leaving a Spell Pierce in. I don't think I want Pulverize. This is definitely a matchup that this deck is not built with this in mind, which could be a mistake considering like how cheap this Taxes deck is to build. I think as far as vintage decks go. I play 4 Caverns, so even having Force in our deck isn't very good. I mean, like, destroying artifacts isn't very good against them. Are we gonna turn 1 Lotus? I'm looking at this. I guess if this Preordain finds a blue source, I could go like Preordain, snap Preordain on one. I'm gonna keep this. Enforce their first thing. You can even go Preordain, Delver, Wasteland them. This format's weird. Alright, Black Lotus, Wasteland, keep, I guess. Ben, sure. I'm gonna Wasteland the crap out of that one. Well, that's great. SJBE Langler with the 4-month 3 subscription, a third of a year. Welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. I really do appreciate it. Well, that's not good for us. Do I want this other Force? Do I want to take the Force, or do I want to dig for the land? I definitely don't want the Delver. Do I want this Force? Because I could just go Wasteland you, Delver, Delver. And, like, have 2 Forces in my hand. I kind of want to take the Force. Is that insane? Is it insane to take this Force? Anyone else other than Aaron? This format is so strange. It's so strange. Oh, that was technically wrong. I should have wastelanded you first. No, I have to draw with the I don't want to draw the Delver. That sounds really bad. Path to Exile. Give me a land. I should just force this, right? I should just force this. Seriously? No. Oh, I am so bad at flipping Delver of Secrets, it's unreal. I actually don't care about this. God bless us, everyone. All right, let's go. Let's go! Larynx Punchworthy! Slaying nerds with us for 20 months. Thank you for the continued support. Welcome back. I do appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If a box pearl you paid a mana for, deal. Get my 3/2s. There are many like them, but these ones are mine. God bless you, Black Lotus, you fair and balanced magic card, you. These decks don't have a lot of removal in them. Do you have a removal? What if I exerted my force of will? What if I exerted my force of will? Oh man, even lands are great draws now. Get in here. Get my Delverinos up in there. Up in here. Up in here. We've got one Sapphire. One blood, I believe. I know there's at least one. Trey Gamer. You want the flash drives? There you go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning, folks. First match of Vintage down in 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Wait, just the way the good Lord intended. Playing some Vintage Delverino here. Be delving for secrets and smashing people to smithereens and casting Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Dear Wizards of the Coast, every time I look at this card in my collection, I feel like I've been dealt a punishment. Please, please make future Magic cards less ugly. Yours truly, Hoagland. It seems fine. Not super exciting, but fine. It's got a recall in it. It's got a misstep. It's got a probe. Needs a threat, but like, it's probably find me a threat, right? Wolves. This will be sweet. We'll get to know if our recall is going to resolve here. Get to know if we need to hold up spell pairs so we can cast this Preordain if our recall's in danger. What a strange format. This keep seems awful, right? Oh, that's right. Tuesdays is Vintage Super League, isn't it? I'm gonna hit OK here. I'm gonna play his Volk and pass. There's like Volk pass here. Do I want to Preordain? Am I preordaining? I feel like I'm preordaining. Need a threat, right? I'm gonna misstep a misstep here. Bottom, bottom. Yeah, look at that. Dr. P. Rizzle in the house. Punished for my sequencing on my lands. I should have thought about my sequencing more there. 10 out of 10. I didn't think I was I thought I was gonna like hold up Lightning Bolt there, so I played the Volk, and then I ended up going with the Preordain, so I should have just played the Island. Like, we've got plenty of lands, like it's not a big deal, but definitely was poor sequencing on my part. I really don't want to Wasteland them, right? I want to... Do I want this Pyromancer to get forced? I think I'm fine with that, right? Their hand right now is Decay, Tutor, Force, Misstep. I think I'm okay if they force this, because that means this recall gets to resolve. Oh, they forced pitching Misstep. Okay, sure. That's annoying, but it does mean my recall is about to resolve. Because their remaining cards are Abrupt Decay, Demonic Tutor, Force of Will. probably don't need this extra misstep. I could just, like, be aggressive and bolt their dome. I think I want to just take them off their lands, though, right? Let's just tie up their mana here at this point. Especially since I hit another Wasteland. Been one of these missteps here. I want this extra land, because I wanna Wasteland them. Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, we theoretically get to, like, Snap Recall next turn. But you stay out of my hand. But I built your dome. How about I Wasteland you, and then play Null Rod so your Mox Sapphire doesn't make mana? Is that good? If so, why? Can anyone please explain? Force pitching Trigon Predator. Force pitching Spell Pierce. They have Decay, Demonic Tutor, and then one card we don't know. It's good because the opponent doesn't have any mana this way. I agree. I agree with your assessment. They are dead to Snap Bolt attack, and they can no longer do things with this library, which is great. Yeah, Vintage is strange, is the only way I can put it. Opponent's also a Null Rod deck, right? So they have Abrupt Decay, Demonic Tutor. Oh, I wonder if I was supposed to play the Snapcaster Mage during, like, their draw step, because I could get, like, mana drained here. Yeah, that was bad on my part. Maybe I'm supposed to wait a turn because I let them untap with that. Yeah, I punted that. 10 out of 10 should have Snap Bolted. Well, I mean, Modern's a miserable format. This format's super fair. You have plenty of tools to, like, deal with the unfair decks. And their hand is Decay plus Demonic Tutor right now. Okay. Probably going to get a land. They can decay this. Basically, do they really care about that at this point? And, like, I'm behind in this game because I messed up, which is, like, another metric of mine for, like, is the format enjoyable? Like, I'm looking for formats that, like, reward and punish me for, like, making good decisions. So, yep. Call. Probably gonna get buried here. And again, I could have won this game very easily if I would have played around mana drain. I would have played around land mana drain. I could just, like, put a Snapcaster into play and killed my opponent. It's not like Modern where I feel like I got cheesed out of the game. It's weird. I made a decision and then I made the wrong one. Time walk, yep. Good stuff. See if they find a green source here or not. The Delver's not flipping, so, like, We're drawing a brick next turn, then we have to crack the fetch because we know there's a brick underneath that. Okay. Yep. The Death Ray Shaman unlocks their colors for them, which is unfortunate for us. Shame this isn't flipping. Through all my Volks. Got one more. Wait. One more Volk. Deck. So now they get to start playing cards like Leovold and stuff. I crack this fetch now because there's a tropical island on top of my deck. We're real close to activating that one. For some reason, this card's a 1/2. Alright, so long Delver. Opponent's a pretty strong favorite at this point to win the game. Snapping, recall during their... digging to clear their thing. Cute. I mean, like, that's true of every format, right? Like, cards in TCG formats are powerful based on the context of the format they're being played in. It's like the same reason why, like, when people are like trying to predict rotation before it happens, it's like, well, you can't, because like we don't actually know what's good, bad, or otherwise. Really need like a treasure cruise in the next turn or two to get into this game. Our dig, not used our dig through time yet either. Yep. Take one more draw step here. This, honestly, I might just make my opponent kill me. They're down 3 minutes on the clock at this point to see a little bit more of their deck. Right on time, Preordain. Well, let Randy Bueller salt off about me talking about using the clock as a tool here if he decides to watch this vintage video later on at some point. Because that's unfair and that's not magic. I could have misstepped that. It doesn't matter. We're dead. I'm just like making my opponent do their thing. Gives them a level trigger. I don't even know what format you're talking about, so I'm gonna say no. How is that legal? It's vintage. Everything that doesn't involve the word anti is legal. Everything that doesn't involve the word anti is legal. I do not. Cannot profess to know the ins and outs of Magic Online. Alright, so Null Rod is pretty bad in this matchup. The Smash to Smithereens is kind of medium -2. I want Flusterstorms and Pyroblasts, I think. Links are allowed in chat. Act like an adult, you'll be treated like an adult. I want these Spell Pierces. Feel like I don't. Is Misstep that good in this matchup? I guess it counters Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, Misstep's probably fine. I'm gonna trim these. Do this. You'll be put in a timeout if you act like a child. Love to play first. It's fine. Not super exciting, but fine. Forces are actually kind of... I disagree with you. When both sides have cards that draw 3 cards and, like, have large impact on the game, I think Force of Will is excellent. So you are welcome to disagree with that, but that is my opinion, and I am entitled to it, no matter how wrong I may or may not be. I have no idea. I am not going, unlike many Magic players that exist in the world, I'm not going to profess to know how to fix Magic formats that I don't have a lot of experience playing, and I certainly don't have a lot of experience playing Vintage. So, me to sit here and try and say Vintage needs this or that is silly, because I'm just spewing from the mouth to do that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Flusterstormy, baby. Alright. Preordaining here. Good for like a bolt at this point, right? I'm gonna go bottom with that, top that. This seems fine. Draw the recall. Shuffle away the land next turn. Yep. I guess. Do I want to draw that land on top of my deck now? I kind of do, right? Because they wastelanded me. I think I do, actually. I'll go ahead and waste them here. So draw this next land on top of my deck. That way if they get aggressive, we kind of punish them for being aggressive. Here's hoping they wasteland me again. What's his name's gonna suck here, Leovold? Ding, not a Leovold. I mean, Deathrite Shaman is just power creep at every format, right? Card's kind of obnoxious. Am I just gonna dig in response here? Yeah, I think so, right? Maybe I should have played a land so I could dig on their turn. This counters their activation, though, which is nice. I'm gonna have to discard a card here, but I think that's fine. Just gonna go Delver Pyromancer here, I think. Maybe bin this Strip Mine. Did they miss a land drop last turn? They missed a land drop last turn, right? So maybe I don't want to bin the Strip Mine. Bin the Snapcaster Mage because they have a Deathrite Shaman. I can see Merit's taking the misstep here too, though. They were eating the recall with the Deathrite Shaman. The recall was getting eaten by the Deathrite Shaman. That's what this card does. I definitely want this Delver. I'm just gonna take Delver Pyromancer here. The question is why I'm discarding. I think I'm just bidding the Snapcaster Mage. I think I want to keep my lands here. I don't have a way to interact with this, the Shaman. Draw. Guess this past the turn. See if they have a drain or something here. We can blast it. This does mean that I'm not going to get to bolt and get a token off of this. So if they have an abrupt decay, they get to kill my Pyromancer before I make value, which kind of sucks, but I definitely want to get this into play. All of the good decks are blue in Vintage. And, like, saying otherwise is, like, disingenuous. There's, like, one artifact. There's, like, an artifact prison deck that's not blue. But, like, all of the interesting decks are blue. Which is not a bad thing. But, like, all of the interesting decks outside of, like, this one prison deck are pretty much blue. I mean, Dredge plays enough blue cards to support Force of Will. So, like, you're probably objectively wrong. Why not Gush? I don't know. Maybe we were supposed to Gush there. I guess I'm gonna Gush now. Yeah, I'm gonna Gush now. Okay, I figured out my reason why I didn't Gush. And I wasn't thinking about this specifically, but my opponent had 5 mana up, so they could hard cast Force on this Gush. And now they can't even mana drain it because they tapped out for Abrupt Decay here too. Man, we've drawn pretty miserably this game. Have we just drawn every land in our deck? There an island left? Ah. Ginger Cakes! With the 3-month resubscription, thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Because I didn't want to discard a bunch of cards, JW. I didn't want to discard a bunch of cards. And, like, I didn't... Yeah, the Elemental doesn't beat Deathrite Shaman anyways. I guess we had the Bolt, but, like, I didn't feel like discarding a bunch of cards. And, like, I didn't think I was going to draw a bunch of lands. I assumed we were going to draw another threat there, which was probably a bad assumption. You want to strip mine them here? I kind of feel like I do. I'm going to strip mine them. Take some off mana drain. The real question here is if they abrupt decay me, do I just like randomly pyroblast something? I don't think I do. I think that's bad. Maybe I'm supposed to hold that until I have a threat to put into play with it, or a spell to play with it. That's probably true. I think I'm supposed to have waited there. Like, it's their 3rd abrupt decay, though, so it's like, eh. This Time Walk is fine. It's literally just explore. They're just, like, untapping their lands and drawing a card. Or like draw a cantrip and wish I would have saved the Pyromancer. Alright, Wasteland, sure. Keeps him off of Jace, keeps him off of Mana Drain. You have plenty of land, so. I'm holding these extra cards in my hand. I think I'm actually going to stop playing lands out at this point, because if we draw a Library of Alexandria, I'd like to be able to activate it. I think I should have held that Pyromancer until this point in time. Treasure Cruise. Bottom top. I would love to go for a cruise. Do I want to play a land to play for a Spell Pierce? Actually, I should wait a turn, right? I should wait a turn so I can pay for Flusterstorm. Yeah, I'm going to play a land now that I'm just going to pass the turn here because I don't want to get Flusterstormed out of this Treasure Cruise. A 10 out of 10 of Flusterstorms in their deck. This does open me up to, if they draw a blue source, they could snap. This, I just don't care about this, right? I don't really have artifacts or anything. I'm gonna fetch the last fetchable land out of my deck. So because there's only one Brainstorm in this deck, like, it's not like Legacy where you need to, like, save your, you need to, like, aggressively save, get rid of all the lands out of here, and then get rid of all my creatures so I don't do anything with the creatures in my discard pile. I can Pyroblast a Force there if they have one. Look at that. We hit a Dr. Peasy. Dr. P. Rizzle in his house. Did we save our Force for my threat? That would have been pretty good. Go ahead and Preordain here. I would love to auto-yield. Mox Sapphire Delver Secret. So I'm going to bottom the Sapphire. Top the Delver? Like a Delver at this point. I'm going to play this out. I'm just going to pass the turn here. I feel like I'm just passing the turn here, leaving up this Pyroblast. It's like not get into any shenanigans on their side of the table. The good news is there aren't many more lands in my deck. We're through most of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And like drawing more Wastelands is fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I would love to Pyroblast. Trigger. Wow, super disciplined. Just like had the Force and just like waited on it for forever. Built. We have Ancient Grudge in the sideboard, Bob. Right on time, Force of Will. They kept pausing like they had the Force. So like I'm not super surprised that that happened there. I would love to reveal this Time Walk. Trigger my Pyromancer. I'm not going to offer this trade. I could draw a Lightning Bolt or a Snapcaster Mage here. I'll start my next turn. Another misstep. Yeah, I think I'm just in a holding pattern here. I mean, this Pyromancer might just bury them. Like, I feel like I'm ahead on this board currently. Like, we just need, like, a Delver or a Lightning Bolt here, basically. I do need to play a little bit faster because we finished game 1 3 minutes up and we're only a minute up now. We do have some counters, you're not wrong. You're supposed to play this Lotus out. We're definitely playing the Lotus out now. I don't think you need Mentor in this deck. So this Blue-Red Delver deck was actually a deck when Mentor was still legal. And it didn't play Mentor then. Because I don't have a land I can fetch that makes mana. And holding these lands makes Library of Alexandria alive. Value on this Mental Misstep. Yeah, if he attacks with his Trigon Predator, I'm going to trade the Insectile Aberration. Since I played the Lotus out. We're just misstepping here, because, like, what else is this misstep going to do, right? No, I don't think Wastelanding is worth a Leo draw at this point. If I draw a Wasteland, I'm not Wastelanding them. Again, just holding these in case we draw a Library of Alexandria. There's no fetchable land in our deck, so might as well just hang out. I did pay mana for the Mental Misstep. Pitch my Black Lotus, force your Deathrite Shaman. That was the last time I enjoyed playing Modern. Back when Cruise was legal. At some point, we're just going to have enough elementals that we're going to start smashing our opponent. Maybe I'm just supposed to smash with everything here, except for the Pyromancer, just like, get in with all of these. Like, if they want to eat 2 of these, they're going to take a bunch, is that, do we win that race? Like, if I do nothing and they do nothing, do we win the race from there? So, like, if I attack with all of these, they'd go, let's say they go block, block on 2 of these, they'd take 7 down to 11, and then they go block, block, and take 5 down to 6. I think with a second Delver, we definitely start smashing. No, I played a lot of Jeskai control with Dig Through Time. No way, I like being aggressive here, I think. Because, like, if they want to start being... Yeah, I think this is what they do, right? They just, like, trade, take 5. Dig Through Time is better than Triggers. I agree. I think it's I think just the fact that, like, the cards weren't legal long enough for people to realize how much better Dig was than Cruise. Notion Thief. Alright, well, I think I have to force Pitch Force here, right? Otherwise, this gets to attack me. I think I just don't want them to have a 3-1. Maybe that was misevaluated. Maybe I don't care about that. Or I'm not supposed to care about that. I'm just supposed to, like, play Protect the Delver. They draw, like, Snapcaster Mage here. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to let the Notion Thief happen. Probably a bad use of force. Oh, that's a good call, Cirrus. Play the land. Yeah, that's probably true. I didn't think about using it to shuffle the Delver. I've just been like, these don't do anything and I should hold them for Library of Alexandria. I mean, it kind of does nothing. I'm at 12. We're gonna get Jaced here and just lose the game. Alright. I fucked that up. Shouldn't have conceded. Alright, that's... Why did I concede? Because I was frustrated that I made a mistake. Don't let your mistakes snowball. Take a deep breath. Try and recover from them. Definitely punted the first game in that match and worked really hard to mess up that second game too. This deck seems really good. Like, that deck feels like, man, let's just get you out of here. Look, I said I made a mistake. Fuck off. Yep, have a Lotus. All we have is a misstep here. Man, it's almost like I just said that. God, fucking Magic community. Merfolk, actual fish, okay. It's interesting. Another one too. That's kind of gross. Delver's a great draw here. They should get better internet then. Yep. Pretty dead Skipoo here, right? I guess I can just time walk. Time walk. Force. Yeah, probably dead. I guess I leave this back to block here. They have another Lord. We're not actually dead, but we're mostly dead. Snapping this block if they offer it. Actually did that one. Alright, Pyroblast in Mental Misstep seems pretty bad. Another matchup that we really don't have a board plan for. Like, are these Null Rods better than these, worse than these Mental Missteps? I guess Flusterstorm's probably fine. Counters their counters. Sure. Seems fine. Turn what library? Go. We didn't get Wastelanded. Oh, baby. I've had power on one both games. Still. Double Silver Gull Adept again. I feel like this matchup can't be that bad for us, but like these double Silver Gull Adept hands are just brutal. We're 10 out of 10 Pyroblasting another Silver Gull Adept here. Not until it resolves, I guess. Alright. Got it. Got it. Alright, on to the next one. So that we couldn't do anything about that one, but this loss is squarely on me. Messed up that second one there. You play Pyroblast to beat True Nemesis. Also, True Name doesn't seem like it's very popular in this format. After we finish scrubbing out of this league, maybe we'll play with the Storm deck. So, that's about the metric for these leagues. Punt one, lose an unwinnable, win the other three. That's way too... Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yeah, we'll definitely be playing Hex later. I could only stomach losing so much money on Magic Online. It's expensive. We lose one more match in this league and it costs me $12 to play. Like, $12 is more money than it costs to enter the Hex 1K that I top 8'd this past weekend. You know what makes me feel good after taking a tough loss like that? Banning a shithead in Twitch chat. Get out of here! Ain't nobody needs you here! Ain't nobody needs your smart mouth! Think you're funny. Only funny one here is me with the ban hammer. Ooh, waiting to queue, waiting to queue. Hi ho, the Cheerio, waiting to queue. I mean, like, we did just get run out of that last match, but like, those other two matches were like really good games of Magic, right? Like, it's one that I made a bunch of mistakes in. We had some like really quality games, 1 and 2, and like definitely was in my power to win both of them. Which, like, when people ask me, like, when I talk about, I had a bunch of TCG player pricks, which okay, I'm gonna try and calm my language. So I'm a little bit frustrated, but I had a bunch of TCG players that they let me know that the only reason I didn't like Modern is because I wasn't winning at it. I don't have to win at a format to enjoy it when I'm playing a TCG. I just have to feel like I'm getting to make meaningful decisions and like the choices I made had an impact on the game. So like in Vintage, there's a lot of these small sequencing choices that you get to make because you just like have all of these really efficient cards and you like have multiple things that produce multiple mana on turn 1 and you have free spells. So like you're getting to make 2 and 3 different sequencing decisions every single turn. And, like, the outcome of those sequencing decisions often impacts the game. Whereas, like, Modern, you're just, like, trying to play your busted cards on curve and, like, hoping for the best. Or hoping your sideboard cards line up. This hand's really good in a fair match of Magic and kind of mediocre against something unfair. Put it mulligan to 6. Dead. Please just be a precursor golem. Please just be a precursor golem. Please just... Yay! Precursor golem! Alright, so precursor golem, for those who are unaware, whenever an instant or sorcery targets a single golem, it targets all of the golems. So this lightning bolt is about to trade for my opponent's 5 mana card here. Just get that right on out of there. Trigger. Oh. Tilt. Don't jealous me. God bless. Is that a thing? Does it restart the games very often? Get a basic island here. Preordain. Looking for... Not those. Looking for, like, bolts and our smash. Yeah! Main deck smash to Smithereens. Main deck smash to Smithereens. Yep. Arcbound Ravager. Actually a decent spot, right? Just a fun of... Be kind, rewind. I think I'm gonna time walk here. Just like try and get ahead on mana. Watch me like cast this recall and brick on a 3rd land. Slide out of my chair. God bless us. And on that day, Hoagland was not slid out of his chair from tilt. Gonna go ahead and smash this now. So someone asked why they play Precursor Golem. Arcbound Ravager helps protect Precursor Golem too. Next turn we get to go just Pyromancer. Said, wait. Do I want to Gush here? I do want to Gush here, right? You have a Metamorph here? Okay. So you have 3 power? Probably beat 3 power. Dr. P. Rizzle in the house. We get to bin this Mental Misstep that's not going to do much. Next turn, we get to sail away on our boat. Sure. We're running 10 here. Okay. How do we feel about Treasure Cruise, Pierce our Cruise, Misstep our Pierce? How do we... Okay, we drew a Lightning Bolt too. How do we feel about that? Is that good? Yeah, I think I look at that. Chat's on board. I feel like that's the line, right? All right. Let's find a use for these Metal Missteps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Misstep in here. Spell Pierce my Treasure Cruise. Misstep my Spell Pierce. Turn these into 1/1s. We have a young pyromancer on board, Ian. I'm gonna pass here. I could have wastelanded them here, but I think with the force, I'm okay leaving them with these 2 lands, especially because like they're at 6, right? Oh, they're at 6. I'm just gonna go Bolt You, untap Bolt You. We found the line. We found the line. All right. Why do I have all these board cards for shops? We just beat them game 1. All right. So these come in. Mental Misstep and Spell Pierce comes out. Yep. That's the plan. That's the plan. I think this deck actually has a pretty good shops matchup. I mean, they don't have that many lock pieces in their deck. Easy redraw here. Man, what a tilt. Have the library on the draw at 6 cards. I think this is a keep at 5 on the draw with the scry. It's got Bolt and Grudge are both okay in this matchup. Yep. 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 Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. All right, is our chance gone now? I feel like our chance is gone now. Yeah, we're pretty dead. All right. On the shops deck, such a good matchup, not doing anything powerful at all. Yeah, it didn't matter what we kept. Let's click submit here. We could have had the Pulverize. We could have had the Pulverize. I would just like to say welcome to everyone that's hanging out here today. I do appreciate it. There's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching. Thanks for hanging out here with us while I play some vintage Magic the Gathering this morning. Remember, if you're enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch, becoming a patron on Patreon. Those are the best ways you could support my content here. Yeah, this hand's super reasonable. Keeping land-heavy hands is very, very reasonable, this matchup, I think. We've got a smash, we've got some threats here, so basic island go. Wasteland is also not unreasonable this matchup because it kills shops. Yep, sure. I'm actually just going to Wasteland them here on one, especially since we drew another land. Ding ding. Again, I mentioned earlier, the hands where you just like draw a bunch of lands are good in this matchup. Built. We're back, sure. Alright, let's get some Dr. P. Rizzles in the house. Dr. P. Rizzle. What's I got here? Attacking me for one, sure, no blocks. That's annoying. Yep. Force actually isn't too bad. This is not the worst. I don't know why they attacked with this instead of charging it up. Mistake. Sure, that's aggressive. Because they can't actually use this to charge this, right? You have another one here. So... Soul Ring, sure. I can't actually force anything because of Sphere of Resistance. Really like enough. It's really frustrating. So, again, I made a small mistake here, and now we're getting punished for it. I should have played this fetch land so they couldn't wasteland me off my only source. Well then. Alright, here's my thing. Good. One good top keck deserves another, right? A little bit late for shutting off this walking ballista, but is what it is what it is. Phyrexian Revoker, yeah, that's fine. Where are my grudges so ancient at? Recall, Cruise, Dig. Looking to draw a powerful one here. Well, we're almost to casting this Force of Will. I guess I'm just smashing something here. Oh, they can't activate this anyways, right? They have a Null Rod? Sure. I think we're just gonna smash the Revoker, like, preserve our life total. Sure. Bottom, top. Go. Let's snap Preordain here. Oh, I can't snap Preordain because this costs one more too. That's sad. I should have kept the other Wasteland so I could snap Preordain. I should have kept the other Wasteland so I could snap Preordain. I was thinking that I could snap Preordain on 4 lands, but I can't. I wonder if there's a flash of the Snapcaster Mage trade here. Very possible. Hopefully this can flip and then just play defense until we take over the game. It's like waiting for one of our cards that draws a bunch of cards at this point. A stop on my upkeep. Guess I don't want to draw the card this Delver shows me. I would love to reveal Lightning Bolt, and I would like to draw it. Thank you. Am I supposed to attack with this? This is just like a 3-turn clock, right? And I'm going to bolt this Arcbound Ravager. Oh, right. That's how Magic works. Fuck me. I'm dumb. Oh, you should, Maddie. I'm really dumb. This Null Rod does not turn off modular. Pro tip. Pro tip, Null Rod doesn't disable modular. You want some pretzels? Thank you for asking nicely. So someone commented earlier why I didn't smash the Sphere of Resistance. The Sphere makes their cards cost more too. I do not want to reveal that. I don't want to draw it either, right? Because I'm actually out of mana producing lands to fetch again, right? I've got 1 Volk, 2 Volk. There's just 1 Tropical Island left in my deck. So yeah, I don't want to reveal that, and I want to fetch it away. Look at that. Never forget that this is a No Justice stream. Now we can snap Lightning Bolt. The lack of justice is half the reason I keep coming back. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. All right, we're 2-2. And again, punted this one. Got kind of unlucky here. And by kind of unlucky, I mean this matchup seems unwinnable. Would you like to take a moment to say thank you to everyone for hanging out here today while we wrap up this this vintage league. Remember, if you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing on Twitch, hitting that follow button, or checking out our sponsors, mtgotraders.com. We'll buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout there, you'll save 8% on all of your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you could save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com. We'd love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using promo code Jeff12, you could save 12% on your orders of custom playmats, mousepads, and sleeves with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from a wide selection of artworks that they have on their website there. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They can't rent vintage decks. Oh, there's a stream in addition to the Discord. That's neat. GK Innocent Smith with the 13-month resubscription. Welcome to the Raichu Sub Club. Thank you for that continued support. Yeah, the Merfolk player did draw well as well. Anywho, SpareDeck.com, they will rent you any physical standard or modern deck. If you're someone like me that plays mostly online, you could definitely check them out. So, this hand's pretty good, right? Like, it's got library. I'm just gonna keep this. It's that opponent usually plays shops. This hand's, like, not stellar against shops, but, like, people also play a variety of decks. My hyped for Rogue Fight. I put it mulligan to 5. God bless. That's what shops does. It mulligans a ton. We're gonna go library go, because this card is fair and balanced. Oh, we're just dead. They have Bazaar Baghdad. So if I do this, I do this, cast this. So I'm gonna time walk. Why? Is that okay? Am I allowed to time walk? Let's do the time warp again. Preordain. Huh. Do I want to draw this Null Rod so I can flip the Delver to Force? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to bottom both of these. Definitely bottoming that. Is Force good in this matchup? They're not going to actually cast any spells, right? Tilt. Wait, what? This rebuys Bazaar of Baghdad? How is that even fair? I reveal Mental Misstep, I guess. We're super dead, right? They have a bridge on their side already. Alright, let's bring in a bunch of Grafdigger's cages. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, I'm gonna go help get Matthew from... Actually, these Pyroblasts are probably better than Spell Pierces, right? I guess Spell Pierce counters Cabal Therapy. Oh yeah, the rods are real bad. I've got all these cages, Burgle. It's fine. Yeah, man. Yeah, because they have forces some of the time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep, that's basically what happened. Yep. No cage, mulligan. Has a cage, keep. Cage, Snapcaster Mage, combo deck activated.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Look at that.
Best card.
Look at that. Nuts curve. My body is ready to get Force of Will. They only have 3 cards. What are the odds it's Force blue card Bazaar? Well, my opponent understands how their deck works. Am I supposed to... Now, they don't have enough cards. I'm just going to put the Pyromancer into play to start. We'll strip mine them next turn. Famous last words, right? They're on the Gurmag Angler plan for their backup. A lot of the Dredge decks are doing this out of the board because it beats Cage. Yeah, they play a bunch of anglers. Oh yeah, we can definitely get Maddie B on camera. Put that on the Yay! Vintage! We're currently at hour and 15-minute mark here, heading into game 3 of match 5 in this league. For those of you not keeping track at home, that means no Cage, easy mulligan. 2 cages, this card makes mana, right? Yes, it does, alright. Woo! Man, they had the Bazaar in 7? That's pretty lucky.
On the plate.
Alright, cage him up. Mental Misstep! Oh god, we're so dead! They didn't hit a second dredger. They didn't hit a second dredger. There is a bridge in there. No, why would this be legendary, Burgle?
Are you nuts?
Why would this be legendary? Did legendary cards exist when this card was printed? I've sold a couple Bazaars. Oh no, they did it during their upkeep. Okay, that makes sense. Oh no, we're gonna get double. Oh, we're dead. All right, good games. Wait, yeah, we're dead. We're dead. Who am I kidding? I was so excited. And just like that, I have lost 12 American dollars. Just like that. Man, if Christy found out how much money this actually costs to play.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta skip lunch today, Declan. Sorry. But, oh, good, clean. And still more interactive than Modern.
You know what was great?
Misplayed? Yeah, I like how I talk about like how skill intensive Vintage is and then we get dredged. The Vintage dredge deck is... Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, good.
I'm gonna spend $4 to buy Vintage deck.
So I can look at it and never play.
Yeah, I cast a Cage, they cast a Misstep. So, basically, Modern, almost every deck in Modern is like trying to do what the Vintage Dredge deck is trying to do.
Yeah,
They're goldfishing, and their interaction is there to stop your opponent's interaction. They're just like the Dredge matchup is like kind of annoying there, but like Dredge is an outlier in like the decks that are popular and powerful in Vintage. Like when you show up with Dredge to a Vintage tournament, you're like the one guy that's like trying to piss in the punch bowl at a really nice party. Modern, however, is just like a bunch of drunks that are all just like destroying the house. Like when you're uncivilized in Vintage and play Dredge, you're the outlier. When you're uncivilized in Modern and are doing degenerate things, you're just like fitting in with everybody else. That's just like how the format is. That's tracks. That's tracks. Oh, is it? I'm so bad. I was thinking Marty Punker.
No, different.
No, different Marty. No, probably not. I once saw Red Green Scapeshifter Skies as a bunch of cards too stupid for EDH.
Did they ban Premium? Is that legal?
Alright, are we playing another vintage deck? This deck. This deck, this is the Tinker Storm deck.
Kambal is my.
Yeah, man, that's for the mirror.
Yeah.
I
registered that.
he's my boy. We play some Tinker Storm. The classic is land in the board here.
Good.
This is the best part. Look how many artifacts are in this deck. And we play Energy Flux in the board. Yeah, this is how you beat Chops, man. This is how you beat Chops. Alright, should we play the Storm deck or should we play more Delver? That's not even a question. The Storm deck's way sweeter, right? Matt's here, so I gotta show him how fair and interactive vintage is.
Dogmassville.
Yeah, no, that was Yogg's bargain. This card's still very, very. This card is Past in Flames for all card types. This card is literally Past in Flames for all card types. All right, let's order some Storm cards. We'll play another league. We'll play another league in an hour. Just like good hanging out.
Hanging out.
Yeah, of course. Oh, the Blight Steel's over here. Sorry, there's a Dig and a Cruise over here because these cards cost 8 mana. Wink, wink. They cost 8. They're super, super fair and balanced.
I'm good.
All right, let's order Tinker Storm. Now, there isn't a jar in this deck. I just copy and pasted. I am a no skill, all shill net decker. We just copy and pasted a deck list someone gave me. It did not involve a memory jar. Silver deck. Message traders. I don't know what the track does. Oh, no, it has Hercule's Recall as the main, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, the
I think there's...
deck one.
Wait, is there a recall? There were Hercule's deck. No, there aren't. I don't know. You have Paradoxical Outcome.
You don't even know.
I don't know what any of these cards do. We just draw. We're gonna draw them all and kill the opponent. Yeah, man, it's fine. It's vintage. Just like play a bunch of fast mana and kill them. For those wondering, that's Matt Bamonte behind me. He's Matt traveled to play a bunch of the Star City Opens with me when I was stupid enough to still be doing that, and he's on my Hex testing team. But he plays Magic on occasion. See if we end up with Yu-Gi-Oh! Forces or not. I forget what I ordered. So this deck is a Storm / Tinker / Time Vault. It's like the triple threat vintage combo deck basically here. Are we like neighbors? Basically, I could walk to Maddie's house. Oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got an extra island in the board.
America. Nobody walks.
Nobody walks here. Yep. Yeah. Even there's probably people in parts of America that would consider my walk to Matt's house a stretch.
Oh
the Night 512 with the brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much for supporting my vintage needs here. It's expensive. It's expensive. I appreciate you funding the leagues here. Someone subscribe, Declan, so you get to eat lunch today. You're very lucky. We're just waiting for, so MTGO Trader is one of my wonderful sponsorees here. We're waiting for them to send us over some cards here so we can play some paradoxical outcome Tinker Storm nonsense here. Ooh, Portillo's. Man, you don't know what Super Wings is? That sounds miserable. We 4-1 by Pauper League the other night, but we had it required playing Pauper on, or the Trod deck on Magic Online, just like almost timing out of every match.
Oh no.
I should